The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Daniel Hill. You can find me on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media, and welcome to my Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. I'm not going to say what it is every single day. You know it's news. You get that. Okay, there's an article in Mercury News. Instagram deploys sensitivity screens for suicide and self-harm images. Recently, there was a suicide of a British teen, and Instagram is responding by adding sensitivity screens to images of self-harm on its platform. The head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, was quoted as saying, "I have been deeply moved by the tragic stories that have come to light this past month of Molly Russell and other families affected by suicide and self-harm." He continued, "We are not yet where we need to be on the issues of suicide and self-harm." Now, this girl who we're talking about, Molly, was 14 when she killed herself just about a year and a half ago in November 2017. Her parents later found suicide-related content on her Instagram and Pinterest accounts. A couple of weeks ago, her father told the BBC, "I have no doubt Instagram helped kill my daughter." This is a very sad situation. The sensitivity screen that's going to pop up after a search for suicide or cutting says, "Can we help?" along with a warning that the content could, quote, encourage behavior that can cause harm and even lead to death. Instagram gives users the choice of clicking on Get Support or See Posts Anyway. Now, this is a very sensitive and difficult topic, but the fact that help is available. If you are searching for such things, if you're in this kind of situation, please take advantage of the help that's offered to you by the mental health professionals who truly can assist in this situation. Finding sources of comfort online is a thing that many people do in this day and age, but it sounds like in that kind of situation, real medical help is needed. And now on to the question of the day. Today's question comes from Ashley, who listened to yesterday's flash briefing and sent me a question based on one of the statements that I made. Here's Ashley's question.
Hi, Daniel. I'm a huge fan of your Instagram Stories flash briefing, and I have a question. This morning you mentioned not having the option for music on your Instagram stories, and I find myself in a similar situation. So I was curious why that is and why some users don't have all of the capabilities that Instagram rolls out. Thank you.
There's no good answer to this question. This is essentially how Instagram rolls out features. They give some new features to some people based on whatever parameters they decide. They don't roll out features to everyone at once. If there's a technical limitation toward them rolling out all the features at once, I don't know what it is. I have looked on forums and it doesn't seem to discriminate based on where you live or what kind of account you have or what sort of engagement level you have. People are complaining about not having certain features, some for a very long time. I interviewed someone on my podcast recently who said he just got the GIFs sticker and he'd been waiting forever for it. Why? I don't know. Anyway, this is just a thing that we need to be patient and wait for, unfortunately. Huge thanks to Ashley for sending that question in. Do you have a question? Send me a direct message at Daniel Hill Media with your question, and I will answer it on the next flash briefing and give you a shout out. And if I've helped you at any point in the past couple of months from this flash briefing, can you do me a favor and leave me a review on Amazon.com? I would super appreciate it. Thanks for listening.